What's up, guys? Back here with another video. So, one thing that I wanted to talk about was, you know, guys always ask the silly ass question, right? And it's, how do I get a girl to like me, right? And the question is the mistake in itself, right? Because, girls will like you. For example, your teacher likes you, right? Oh, he's a good kid. I like him. Your fucking dog likes you. The girl who puts you in the friend zone likes you. You don't necessarily want a girl to like you, right? Your goal should be to make a girl obsessed with you. She should be, crushing on you heavy. Right? The goal is to never make a girl like you. And a lot of guys are asking me the silly ass question is, how do I make a girl likes you, right? The girl who likes you is never gonna sleep with you, right? You don't want a girl to like you. You want her to be crazy about you, right? So change that mindset. And anything, I don't even know how you would even get worse than that. Maybe if you say, I don't want a girl to hate me, right? But don't say I want girls to like me. How do I make her fucking obsessed with me? Right? Which I do answer on the podcast. So if you're listening to the podcast, you can go listen to that. How to make a girl obsessed with you. Obviously, there's different steps, and there's a lot of different steps to game. But that's a little more advanced and deeper game. Well, not so much advanced. It's just I feel like if you're in a relationship, that's some steps that you have to go through. Now, when making a girl, initially when you want to make her, when you're building attraction, one of the key things, and aside from everything else, one of the most fundamental is where guys go wrong is they don't polarize their relationship, right? So what does it mean to polarize? You're afraid to stand up to her. You're afraid to correct her. You're afraid to tell her no. You're afraid to treat her like a regular girl. And a lot of the times, especially with really pretty girls, a lot of times they'll let this girl get away with disrespectful shit, even mildly disrespectful, right? Oh, that's gay. You look like a little faggot today. Excuse me? Don't talk to me like that. Oh, you're so No, I'm not sensitive. Just let's keep it classy, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't be disrespectful. Checking her, like she says the fucking water is blue. No, it's not. How are you gonna tell me that the ocean isn't blue? The ocean is not blue. Water is see-through. Water is clear. It's translucent. Now, maybe the reflection of the sky may make the water appear that it's blue, but water isn't blue, right? Even if it's little things on that, especially the prettier the girl, they're not used to guys correcting them. And that's why a lot of guys fall into the friend zone, because they're so afraid to make that girl upset that they'll say anything to please her. Don't give her her fucking way. No, what are you giving her away for? And that's why she won't sleep with you, because you're afraid to polarize your relationship, even on the approach, right? You approach a girl, and when you first meet this girl, right? Tease her. Some guys are so afraid you don't even get past the fucking first line. Oh, I ain't got a boyfriend. Oh, sorry, no thank you. Because you coming up nervous, you not calm, you, how you doing? I'm so nervous, I just want, and sometimes that may work, but not on a girl that's fucking a 9 or a 10. Hell no, right? So you might come up to her and be like, hey, I would kick myself in the foot. I'd be shooting myself in the foot that I didn't come say hello to you, right? Implying lower value, implying that, he's not used to talking to pretty girls. Like, why are you approaching her saying, I would regret it if I didn't go say hello to that beautiful... No, don't do that shit. Treat her like a regular bitch, right? If she's wrong about something, right? If she's giving you a signal, like, hey, so what you doing here? Oh, I just came out of work. Oh, really? Oh, where do you work? Oh, I work right over there at the restaurant. Okay, cool. Good day at work? No, my employees were getting on my nerve. And then she continues to tell you a story where she was blatantly wrong. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. And maybe it's not maybe you want to like, do some NLP and, reflect what she's saying. Just repeat what she's saying in a different manner. So this way she feels like you understand. But then, just say, yeah, well, I wouldn't exactly go about that. I think I don't want to say you're wrong, because I don't have, the full situation down here, but I wouldn't do that because of this, what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to disagree with her. That's where most guys go wrong. They are not afraid to, they're afraid to say anything that would piss her off because they're afraid that, she'll reject them or she wouldn't want to deal with them. Now, when you do that, you come off as the nice guy. And what that is communicating to her when you come off as a nice guy, that maybe you get rejected a lot. Maybe that, you get no social feedback as far as, females go. And you really can't afford to make mistakes, or you can't afford to be mean or polarize your relationship, right? Maybe you're a fucking doormat. Maybe girls just walk all over you. Right? And that's the type of perception that you're putting out there when you're afraid to polarize a relationship. Don't be afraid to correct that bitch. Don't be afraid to disagree with her. Right? Because there's something fundamentally when a guy is a nice guy, and you usually can see it, and you can read it when it comes to body language, when it comes to how he talks. Being too much of a nice guy, being non-combative, it almost plays on a hypergamous nature, right? Women want a man that's strong, who is resilient, who is brave, who's gonna give them strong kids to carry on their lineage, right? And this is why some athletes are so chosen, right? Aside from them having success, especially fighters and football players and guys who do those physical sports, right? These guys are specimens and they stay in shape, obviously not afraid, they fight for a living, right? And then on top of that, you couple that with money, you're almost like, chosen, right? And it plays on their hypergamous nature because they want the alpha, they want the strong seed that will carry on their lineage, right? It's almost, I don't want to say evolutionary, but I guess you can say that. I don't really believe in the whole concept of evolution when it comes to humans, honestly. But that's a whole nother conversation, right? But it plays on the hypergamous nature, right? They don't want a strong. They don't want a weak man. They want a strong man, right? So when you do that, you're conveying higher value, right? Especially when you're getting into this interaction. And one of the mistakes guys make when they get married, they feel like they don't have to game their wife no more, right? And that's why divorce rates are so high. And that's why women initiate most of those divorces. You guys become cowards. But you want to convey a higher value, and you want to lead the interaction, especially from the beginning and the end. Whether that's when you're first meeting her or you're a few years into your relationship. Being too nice will definitely lead you to the friend zone, right? It's a lot of guys who end up in the friend zone. So one thing that I want to tell you guys is, you don't want a girl to like you. You want to get her to be obsessed with you. So, get her to be obsessed with you. Don't do this whole thing where it's like, oh, I want her to, I don't like you. No, you don't want her to like you. You saying you want her to like you is saying, I want to be in a friend zone. I ain't gonna get no ass because she's not gonna sleep with you, right? Or even if your goal isn't just having sex, if your goal is to get married, stuck for the Lord. But, there's a lot of guys out there, obviously I'm Muslim, and there's some guys out here who just want to get married. Okay, cool. It's the same thing. Some girls might be a little less, hypergamous. They might, how do you say, suppress their hypergamous nature, right? Which are very few. But when you find those good quality women, you still have to have a level of respect. You still got to game them to a degree, right? So even if you want to get married, even if you are married, right, and you're not doing it and your wife talks to you a little crazy, you know what you got to do. Don't tolerate that type of disrespect, right? So it's just our jobs at men, and that's what I want to tell you guys. So before I get out of here, I just want to tell everybody, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Patreon, where you'll get more exclusive content like this. I'm going to put this on Patreon first, so they'll probably see it before you guys do, and then I'll release it on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at Nation Hip Hop. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on TikTok. Follow all my TikToks. You know how to get on TikTok. They stay deleted me. I got a fucking new TikTok every month, right? And I hit like 100,000 followers in 1 month because everybody knows I'm there, and if they were following me before, they know I exist and they're looking for my content. And make sure you follow me on Instagram too, just in case they do delete me. Follow me in both of my pages, and we can get going from there, right? I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna go buy some sneakers.